You are in the chill zone with Cranky and the Swag Man.
Let's
And
hit it there.
Cranky's the one you can hear getting the snacks out of the cupboard right now. I mean, Swag Man, not Cranky. Damn it. That'll do.
How's that for time? And actually sit down in the chair as the music stops. That is skill.
Very good, very good. That is skill. Hang on a sec, I can hear some drama going down.
That's all right. You do what you got to do. How's it going, people? Welcome to another episode. Happy Australia Day. We've had a big, long weekend. So we had the Saturday, the Sunday, and the Monday off. Now,
what are you talking about? Every day's a long weekend for you.
Well, for me, because I'm retired, but, you know, I'm a home dad. So sort of like retirement. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is retirement day, and Monday and a Friday is child day.
Yeah, I've got the day off. I have some things I had to go and take care of, and they are currently being taken care of. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting on that phone call. But you've had a much more interesting phone call to deal with today, haven't you?
Oh, mate, I have been dealing since the 16th of January behind the scenes. I've been dealing with Afterpay. Now, for those that don't know who or what Afterpay is like your pay now, pay later type service. You go buy a product, you tap your Afterpay card, or you buy something online, and it gets split over 4 installments. It's like PayPal in 4.
So
you pay it over 4 installments.
A bit like a credit card for people who don't want a credit card.
Yeah, pretty much. Which now the government has made it a reporting agency. So if you've got Zip or Afterpay, that now goes on your credit rating, which is great for me because I love things on Afterpay and I love paying it off in full.
Yeah.
But recently I had a transaction, and how that transaction on my Afterpay account happened was I seen this great thing online, Facebook, and as most of us do, we get scanned by lovely little adverts. It was 10 kilos of lollies for $5 that were heavily discounted because of a Australia Day special. So I thought, well, I'll order 50 kilos of it. You know, like 50 kilos of lollies, and I'll hand them out. Yeah, so it was $5 for 10 kilo bucket.
Yeah.
I thought, brilliant, I'll do that, and I'll do it that way. Now, when I'd done it and made the order, it didn't take me through the normal Afterpay process, which is when you make an order online, you have to log in, and it will ask you for your password when you click on something for your Afterpay.
Yeah.
It didn't do this. It straight away said order placed. I instantly knew that, you know, in the coming days, there was going to be a fraudulent transaction on my Afterpay account.
Yeah.
So, of course, I rang Afterpay. This would have been maybe the 13th. Rang Afterpay and I said, look, I've just been scammed. I've realized right at the end I've been scammed. You know, what do we do? This is who it'll be. They said, we just got to wait for them to make a transaction, then we can block them and cancel them off.
Yeah.
I was like, great, perfect, sounds straightforward. It's not so straightforward.
Never is.
The person that they are impersonating is Amazon. Now, thinking, you know, I order a lot of things from Amazon, you'd think nothing of it. Oh, I must have ordered something and it's finally been shipped.
Yeah.
No, it has not. No, it was not Amazon. These people are pretending to be Amazon. So they have got a business, and when they've signed up with Afterpay, they've obviously, we're Amazon.
So they've called themselves Amazon.
They've called themselves Amazon.
Anyone can do that. Anyone can start up a business.
And they've used the lovely little tip motion to try and say we're Amazon, the little smiley face. And obviously I've got it logged into my Amazon account. I've looked at my transactions. There's not one order underneath $50 on my account.
Yeah.
because you got to spend a certain amount on there anyway to get Amazon to ship anything, or they charge you a higher excess in shipping.
Yeah.
Um, Now, obviously, I've contacted Amazon, I've contacted Afterpay. Afterpay says, "Oh, give them this order ID number." So
Mm,
I do
mm,
that. Amazon then send an email back to confirm our phone call that this order ID does not exist. Afterpay then say, "Oh, send them this internal transaction ID number. They'll be able to track it."
yeah.
Amazon only uses numbers up to 489, 502, um, 501 for their order IDs. This order ID was 1KHTWZ1RY, blah, 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 blah. You could tell it was a scam. Looking at the order itself, there is no contact number. The link, when you go to click on it, actually says if you continue, you're clicking on a scam link that this is not Amazon, rah, rah, rah.
Mm,
You would think Afterpay would just shut it down and go, okay, this is a scam, we'll clear it off your account. No, no, no. We are now 15 days, if not longer, almost. So the 16th of January, I made Amazon Afterpay aware. Amazon sent a second email stating the second transaction ID number is not Amazon, that this
yeah.
is a scam
Mm,
fraudulent transaction. Should be an open and shut case, right?
should
Afterpay
be.
turn around and go, oh, sorry, it's definitely Amazon.
Well,
I'm sitting there going, you what? I've just now spent 15 days dealing with this crap, but I've just also spent the last hour on the phone to the Afterpay fraud team because this morning I told the customer team at Afterpay that I have
mm,
contacted
mm.
AFCA, and all of a sudden their bum holes went to a tiny little 1 cent piece, and they went,
AFCA, AFCA, of course,
AFCA,
being
the Australian Financial Complaints Agency.
yeah, yeah,
Um, so they're the people you go to when you have disputes you have to deal with banks or financial services like Zip or Afterpay.
yeah, yeah.
Um, AFCA have confirmed that they've received my complaint. Afterpay this morning, sorry, that's what I was going on. Afterpay this morning turned around and said, "Oh, we'll have to freeze your Afterpay account while we investigate." And
Oh boy.
I
Okay.
said, what are you talking about? How hard is it to look at two emails from Amazon and you can quite clearly see
Mm,
that this transaction was not made by me. Amazon have confirmed that it is a fraudulent scammer that has attempted to impersonate
it was
Amazon,
not made through Amazon either.
and it was not made through Amazon. And they
Yeah,
confirm
not
this
the
in this
real one.
email.
So,
Well,
so how hard is it for them to go, well, this is obviously a scam, so we're going to give
correct.
this guy's money back. Let's not worry
Well,
right now about who actually scammed him. Let's worry about the fact that we scammed him. They're not doing that though.
yeah, no, they're not doing that. And I mentioned this to AFCA because this guy was an absolute joke. Every corner of the globe of an excuse he could give, he tried to give. Now it all comes to make sense when I tell you this next part. So
Okay.
I spoke to the Australian Financial Complaints Agency and I spoke to a lady this morning.
Mm,
AFCA have turned around and said that even though Afterpay is a good method of buying and, getting things you need, they believe there is certain people within Afterpay that have
mm.
been compromised by international scammers and they're receiving a
Oh,
kickback
ah,
from this situation.
yeah.
So I was advised to basically be wary of your accounts, constantly change your passwords.
Mm,
Um, it is still able to be used here in Australia because they can't 100% confirm that it is compromised, but there is certainly multiple complaints that are leading to that theory.
mm, mm,
So it is becoming to a point now where, yeah, I've been one of those that have been compromised, that you need to be very careful of what you are buying online. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. It doesn't matter if they go, oh, it's 80% off. If that item looks like it's $300 and they're saying it's 50% off or $80 off, chances are it's probably a scam, or 80%
mm.
off, I should say. So stick to the brands that you know, and before you buy something, check the company, research the reviews,
Yeah.
which now I will be doing. I don't care what the product is for. I will be waiting. I will research the company. So unless I'm there in store buying something, I won't be using Afterpay unless it's for Bunnings, um, barbecue galore or something like that. A brand that I know that is Australian, that is
Mm,
local.
mm, mm.
It's quite clear. This was the reason that I hated using Amazon in the first place, which is why I haven't used it for many years. But lately, I thought, a lot of security measures have gone in place. Let's use Amazon. Um, so I thought, yeah, bugger it. Let's give it another crack. The minute I've signed up with Amazon again, this happens.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I think it's more Afterpay. Because, like you said, there are probably people working within Afterpay who have been compromised. They're
That's it.
receiving some kind of kickback. I got
Yep.
scammed a little while back by this company called My IQ.
Oh
I
yeah.
did one of those scam IQ tests. The IQ test itself is real enough, but they tell you it's going to cost $1. Okay,
Oh yeah.
they tell you it's going to cost $1. That's fine. That's fine. But here's the part that they don't tell you, right? And
The small print.
they do. They do tell you in the fine, fine, fine print right at the very bottom of the page. Okay.
Yes.
I'm
I've been duped by that. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Right at the bottom of the terms and conditions, you know that they're relying on people to not read, that it says this is a $29 a month recurring subscription.
Yep. And the only way to get your money back is to contact them directly and say, "Hey, I canceled this. Why didn't
Mm.
it cancel?" And then you get your money back.
I didn't know that this was a subscription. And then they go, no, well, actually, if you read the terms and conditions, and I'm like, who the fuck reads the terms and conditions? Certainly not me. I'm not, it's not exactly a page turner, this thing.
No.
Um, and they're like, yeah, no, right at the very end it says there, this is a $29 a month, and I'm like, I gotta get my damn glasses on to see that.
Now, see, this is where AFCA can get involved with things like that,
Yeah,
because if they are deliberately manipulating and not making it very clear that this is a subscription service, and they're making it in the very small fine print, they can actually
mm,
get done by AFCA for providing a service that is to mislead or gain financial deception.
yeah, yeah. I didn't bother getting my money back from them. As it happens, I paid that $1 through Zip anyway. Um,
Yes.
so I just paid the $29 back to Zip, and I closed my Zip account. So good luck getting any money out of that now.
Yeah, that's it. I would have just said, "Hey, I didn't make this transaction. It's false. You can actually get your money back." So that
Oh,
is another way you
I
you can
did.
go through it.
I tried doing all that, and they did ask me that, and then they're like, "Oh, do you have any evidence of the transaction? Can you give us a statement?" And all that, and I'm like, "This is a lot more effort than I'm willing to put in to get fucking not even $30 back." So
Yeah.
I'm just
See,
gonna, you know what? I'm just closing my account with you. Good luck.
yeah, and that's. Oh, look at this. Hang on.
Yeah. What's up?
So I've just received an email. Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah.
just received an email from Afterpay,
Mm.
and I'm reading this for the first time. I'm going to share it with you guys. My name is Ebony, and I'm responsible for managing your AFCA complaint here
Mhm.
at Afterpay.
Here we
I'm
go.
confirming that we have received your complaint filed with AFCA, and
Mm.
Matthew will be working on resolving this for you. I understand that your concern relates to the most recent Amazon order made on your account. We would love to have a chat regarding this and try resolving this issue with you. Would you
Mhm.
prefer to communicate via email or over the phone? Please note AFCA and FDRS have requested that we resolve your complaint by the 17th of the 2nd. While we anticipate being able to assist you sooner, we require time to investigate your claim first. Once we have investigated, we will reach out to you and provide you with a resolution. If you have any additional information you would love to share with us,
Mm.
please feel free to respond to this.
Yep. Yep.
over the phone and email. Please call me now. Question mark. Let's see. Please also see attached evidence. Let's do that. All right. So, yeah, this is the kind of stuff I've been dealing with when it comes to Afterpay.
Mm, mm,
And it is a damn headache. They are very useless. They have caused so much stress that is undue stress.
yeah.
Um, they have no idea to how to manage a complaint, let alone manage a transaction that's clearly fraudulent. Um, it has been a very long process to deal with these guys.
Oh, look.
Um,
Anytime it comes to getting money back out of these people, it's like getting blood from a stone.
and that's what I mean. Like they are now only so Africa obviously received it today because I actually filed it Thursday. Now I didn't know that I
Mm,
didn't hit submit at the end.
yeah.
I thought I had because it gave me a reference number saying confirming this is your reference number. I thought brilliant,
Mm.
that's submitted. So I
not,
closed it off. So no,
not
it
yet.
had not submitted. I only found that out this morning when I called them and say, this is the reference number that
Mm.
you guys gave me. And I thought, well, while I'm on hold, I'll quickly log in and find out why she can't find this account. So I clicked my complaint and it's like, do you want to submit this complaint? Yes. I want to. Submit, submit, submit. So when she finally came back to the phone, I said, so funny story about me yelling my box off about how I've got this reference number and how can you not find it? Um, Turns out that I didn't hit submit and it gave me the reference number prior to hitting submit. So your system is backwards. And she goes, yeah, we've had a few complaints like that because it actually comes up saying confirmation your complaint has been submitted, but it hasn't.
Mm. Yeah.
You have to click submit, which is on the form. Um, that's their own process failures.
It's yeah. Yeah. It's like every time I miss a car payment, which I've probably done twice in the
Yeah.
last 3 years, and I call them and I'm like, I don't understand how that could have happened. I mean, I had the money in there. It's
Yeah,
definitely
it was it. Where
definitely
is
in
it?
there. It wasn't because I forgot at all.
That's it. And here's the weird thing as well. So I've contacted both Amazon and Afterpay. Now both of them give you an Australian number to
Mm,
call.
mm. Yeah.
I asked the person today on both ends, Amazon and Afterpay. I said, "Oh, curious. You sent me a link to click on, and it says you're in New South Wales.
Mm.
Where are you based? Oh, we're in India."
India.
Now that
Yeah.
was Afterpay. And I
Mm.
said, so why are you trying to get me to click on a link to believe that you're in New South Wales? Because it says here, operator is in New South Wales. Click that you approve or deny this request.
Okay.
Oh, the server's based in New South Wales,
Right.
but
Right.
they operate out of India.
Mm.
Amazon is very much the same. You get an Australian number to call,
Mm.
but they are also based out of, you guessed it,
India.
India. So this
Yeah.
is why
That's
AFCA is
yeah.
having the
Mm.
conclusion that the scammers are working together.
So here's the thing, right? That is not actually um, Amazon and what was the other one? Amazon and Afterpay, right?
Hmm.
That's actually Telstra.
Telstra. Yep.
Telstra's thing, because
Yep.
Telstra is the one that's giving them these numbers, and then Telstra is the one that provides the call center as well.
Yep. And
It's one
then
of the.
when
Thank
you're
you,
with another provider, now what people don't know is
thank
you
you.
can be with Vodafone, you can be with Optus, you can be with Boost,
Mm.
whatever network provider you want to be with, sure, go with them. Here's a fact.
Mm.
Telstra own all the networks. Vodafone have only slowly started buying out the towers so
Yeah.
then they can own the tower. But
Mm.
Telstra effectively own all the towers. So
Mm.
all your reception issues, all your dropouts, all your everything, even though you have to follow the Vodafone or Boost complaint process, speak to their
Yeah. Yeah.
resolutions team, every time they send out a resolution, they have to send it off to Telstra. Telstra
Mm.
have to go to the pit, fix the pit, do whatever they got to do. So it's not Vodafone. So even though you're getting compensation for the um, dropout or for the harassing phone calls, it's not actually one of those network agencies. It's always Telstra. Telstra are the problem with the network. They own too much of the
Mm.
market, and now they have the monopoly, which is why it's expensive to be with them.
It's not only Telstra. Now, it used to be, but now the infrastructure is owned by Telstra and Optus.
Telstra and Optus.
So
That's correct.
sometimes, the old Telstra box, the old Telstra pit, you'd be walking down the footpath and you'd see the little oblong shape with the
Yeah,
Telstra
the little
symbol.
whoop, whoop. Yeah, now
Now
there's
some of them
Optus.
have the Optus logo on them.
Yeah, so say it's an Optus pit. That's
hmm
correct.
hmm
Yeah,
But that's
so
the way it works. I mean, Telstra or Optus now, they own the infrastructure and then the others
I
just
bet you
rent.
Optus is actually regretting actually taking that
Mm.
over, given all the hacking issues and dropouts they've been having. They're like, "Fuck, we should have just left this to Telstra."
Mm.
uh, they got hacked, and they remember how the dropout happened, and they had all the emergency 911 calls no one could get through, and yeah, everyone was blaming Optus for that.
Mm.
Yet, who they should have been blaming is Telstra and Optus.
Mm.
But they're saying that Optus manages the emergency network, so it was their fault, their problem. I
Yeah.
would have straight away just been going, give that back to Telstra. Telstra, you deal with it.
Mm. Mm.
I would sell that straight back off. In this day and age, I don't know why anyone would want to be in that kind of field to own, like a Telstra or an Optus. There's too many complaints that go through. Um, there's certainly these people out there that you call serial complainers that if they lose 1 inch of internet speed, they'll complain and say, I'm paying for 100 and I only got 99. So, what most of these
Mm.
companies have
Mm.
been doing now is giving you a bracket. Oh, you will get speeds between this time and this time, but sometimes you'll get a dropout. So they cover themselves. I still
Yeah.
wouldn't want to
Yeah.
own a company
The
like that.
Karens of the world.
The Karens of the world, correct. Yeah.
Well,
But
anyway,
speaking of that, Telstra are worldwide, which is where I was getting with this,
are
worldwide.
they?
Well, they're everywhere. Everywhere you go, you can have Telstra roaming and all this. So Telstra's all over the place. Um,
Mm.
but where I was going with this was the idea of traveling, going to
Mm. hmm
destinations
hmm
that, you know, you want to go to, but you can't afford, or that you fear that you'll never get to, and what those reasons are as to why you
Yeah.
won't get there.
Or why
And
you
that's
wanted to go
or why
as
you
well.
wanted to go
Yeah.
in the first place. Correct.
Mm.
Right. I'm eating at the same time. Sorry, people. This is called breakfast.
So am I. This is
Yeah,
lunch.
this is lunch for you, breakfast for me.
As for Stevie Vanderheiden over there listening in the United States, there's a 3 hour time difference between Swagman and myself. He's having breakfast. I'm having lunch. But
Yeah, it's only 9:46 a.m. and it's probably what 12:46 for you.
12:46 for me.
There you go. But yeah, the
Lunchtime.
the place I've always wanted to go is New York for Christmas.
hmm
Um,
hmm
the only way I feel that I'm going to be able to get there is if I become a flight attendant, because
Aren't
you
you
get to
too
travel the
tall to
world as a
become a
flight.
flight attendant?
Yeah, I'm way too tall. I'm 6 foot. I can't be a flight attendant. I have to duck when going into cabins.
I know.
So,
I
but
mean,
they are
normally,
making
normally when you wouldn't.
aircrafts a lot bigger now. So the Boeings that are coming out now, the new generation of
Mm,
Boeings, are
mm.
actually a lot bigger in the inside to accommodate for the tall people. So I think it's still going to be a 6 foot
When
limit.
you get to the point where the air hostess is asking you for help to put the bags up, then you know you're tall.
Yeah, you're way, way, way too tall at that point. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you.
So you want to
So
go to New York for the proper Macaulay Culkin Home Alone
that's what I want.
snowed in Christmas.
That's correct. I wanted to go there. I wanted to see their Christmas show that they put on. Um, my brother-in-law tells me that the what you see on Matilda, I think it's called, or sorry, Miracle on 34th Street, that actually
Yep,
does
yep.
happen. That parade does actually happen.
Mm, mm.
Um, and it's very big and very long. Um, but that's why I want to go. I want to experience a American snowy Christmas
Yeah,
that you wouldn't normally get to experience here in Australia unless you're up in the snowy mountains or something like that.
and
In
even
which case,
then,
you're going to pay like
mm,
1,500 to anywhere from 1,500 to $3,000 for a cabin to
mm,
be up there
mm,
for the Christmas period for a couple of days. And it's like, is it really worth spending 1,500 to 3 grand for a couple of days in the snowy mountains when you can
yeah,
spend that same amount and go to New York
and
or
actually get
America
some quality snow.
and actually
'Cause
get quality snow, a quality experience of that.
Australian snow, yeah, we get some good snowfall, but also it can be a bit hit and miss each year.
Mm,
You can never predict when it's going to be good. You can
no.
go down there in the middle of winter, like last time I went, middle of winter, bone dry, not a single snowflake.
Wow.
Um, we planned our whole weekend around this, but
So you've really gotta wait until the leading up to it, don't you? Which makes it even harder
mm,
because it makes it more expensive. The closer you get to your time, the
mm,
more expensive it becomes or the chance of it selling out is a lot
yeah.
higher.
And
Right.
that's the other thing, right? Because it snows so much in the northern hemisphere and it snows so little down here. Up
Mm.
there, it's just a part of life. Excuse me. It's a part of life. Yeah, and hot sauce went down the wrong way.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
I hate when that happens.
it's a part of life, so there's no jacking up of hotel prices locally because
Mm,
it's like you can go just about anywhere. Half of the United States experiences snow.
yeah,
That's a lot of
exactly.
landmass.
It
Or
is a lot.
so by jacking up their prices, they'd be losing competition. They'd be not losing competition.
Losing,
Losing
customers.
customers.
Yeah.
Because the customers would be like, I could literally go to almost any other hotel in the country and see the same thing.
Yeah, exactly right. And
Mm,
that's what shits me about Perth, right?
mm,
So come events like Easter or Christmas or New Year's Eve, all of a sudden hotel prices jacket from what would normally be a $250 room, all of a sudden is now costing you $600. It almost doubles in price because of the demand of the hotel.
yep.
And
Mm,
I feel like if you're running a business and you're doing that, really you're hurting the consumer and you're hurting your reputation at the same time. So you're only catering to the wealthy that are willing to pay, or the middle class to upper class that are willing to pay that $500-600. And you might sell out that
yeah.
room and you might be
Mm,
completely booked out for the season. Congratulations, you've just done it for the season and you've just burnt the rest of the year because you've just burnt every other class of citizen for the rest of the seasons that they're
yeah.
your income. You know, your lower to upper lower, I will say, the comfortable people that would normally splurge out during the seasons are going to go, fuck that hotel. They jack their prices up during New Year's Eve. I know I've avoided Crown now. I won't
Yeah.
stay at
Mm,
Crown Towers because I wanted to go there for New Year's Eve. Now, because they jacked their prices up $500 to $600 for a room, I went, fuck Crown. It's not even worth it. Not only do you have to pay that price for the room, on top of the room, you got to pay a $500 bond. So you've actually got to pay more or
mm,
over
mm.
$1,000 for the room. You get your bond back. Get your bond back at the end of it, which I think is it's rude, it's wrong, and you burn your customer base. Why do you want to hurt your customers when they're your income, they're your source, they're your bread and butter for every other season? Why would you want to just cater to that one little event when you've got the rest of the seasons to go?
The problem
So,
is these people only think about the money. They're not in it for the people.
uh,
Like it used
yeah,
to be a service industry, now it's a money industry.
now it's a money industry, and that's what sucks. But it also gives opportunity to experience the rest of the world, and this is
Mm,
why it makes it hard to travel because when you've got a
yeah.
family,
Mm,
it's like, I always wanted to go to New York or I always wanted to go to South of Africa or
mm,
something like that.
mm.
But now I feel like I'm not going to get there because it's not just one ticket. It's not just two tickets. It's 3 or 4 or 5 tickets that we've got to buy. So now a $2,000 trip or a $3,000 trip is a $13,000 trip.
Mm.
So it's like, do you go and get a loan to have this once in a lifetime sort of experience and then spend the next 8 to 10 years paying it off?
Just so you know, your
Well,
laundry's finished.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you heard that.
that's a problem I'm having at the moment because
Yeah.
I'm sponsoring my dad and his wife to come over at the end
Oh,
of this year,
there you go.
and yeah, that's $10,000 worth of airfares. That's not including anything like
Ooh, that's a lot.
that's not including anything like tourist activities or anything.
Is he going to pay for the tourist activities, or is it you have to also find the dosh for that?
We're probably going to figure something out about that closer to the time.
It's
But
one
for
of these
now, I mean,
situations.
the guy's one of those people that's always been terrible with money. So
Oh yeah,
the reason why he's coming is because I want him to experience this country.
yeah,
You know, it hasn't really been a goal of his, but I want to see him. I want my kids to meet him at least once before he dies,
yeah.
and I want him
And
to see some Australian things. I want
that's
him to
it.
come and see some of the sights that I experience on a day-to-day basis. Whoa, gee,
Look at that dad bod. Yeah.
I'll be dreaming of that tonight. I don't know if
Oh
they'll be
yeah.
good dreams or bad dreams.
Oh, oh yeah. Those abs. Look at those abby flabs. I call them flabby abs.
Now, they're under
Yeah.
there somewhere.
They and that's the thing. That's also another thing. Like going completely off
Mm,
topic is.
mm.
Do you notice how well we used to maintain ourselves prior to meeting someone or, even being married? And we used to be like, yeah, I'll go to the gym, go for walks, you keep
Yeah,
fit, you look
yeah,
good.
yeah.
All of a sudden, you meet someone, and that just slowly, year by year, the standard of keeping yourself fit just dwindles. Nah. So I used to be 85 kilos, at my worst, 93. So went into the doctors the other day because I had the endoscope, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was 95 to 98 kilos on the scale. I was like, yeah, I need to start working out again. I've never been this, like, I feel fat. Like I've never been this round.
You don't
But
want to know what my scale says.
because of my height, I've never noticed it. So I still feel like, oh yeah, I'm fit. I still look all right. No, very much not.
As
I
long
am
as
very much still gaining weight, and I need to lose it, and I need to do something about it fast.
as long as one
Because
person still thinks you're sexy, you
well,
know.
that's it. That's all that matters. And when they start saying, "Hey, you're getting a bit tubby there," shit. Okay, time to
Hmm.
change.
Hmm.
I've got a mate of mine. He's a really good mate, like practically brothers.
Yeah.
And he done some bad shit and he got locked up.
Mm.
While he was locked up, he looked after himself. Like he was gymming, he was fit. He came out and he looked like $1,000,000. I tell you what, I was like, fuck man, you're fucking impressive. Um, Within a couple of months, that was all gone. He's like, yeah, I'll never go back to the old ways. That was gone. He's back to being big, stocky, kind of got a bit of weight on him type of bloke now. All of that gym talk and all that was just that talk. Never
Mm.
actually
Oh,
fluctuated. That's one place I'll never want to go. Jail. We'll skip that place altogether.
I mean, I used to go gymming. Used to go to the gym every afternoon.
It
I had
would
a
be nice if
regime. I had.
if I lived over there, and that
Mm,
could be our routine. In the afternoons when you finish work, we go to the gym. That's our thing. That'd be
but
awesome.
the
We could do
problem
that.
is, once you marry someone and you settle down, and all that time becomes an issue. Like you've got the kids,
Oh,
you got
exactly.
the wife. You know, suddenly that spare time that you had to go to the gym that's consumed by um by your family doing other stuff that you enjoy
Exactly.
with them.
And
Especially
and
if you're working long hours and you want to go home and see your wife. She's a priority rather than go to the gym because I used to go to the gym because I had nothing else to do.
yeah.
Now I've got something else to do.
Now you got kids, a wife, and you're like, shit, I
Yeah,
got to come home.
yeah, yeah,
And that's the thing. It's like sacrificing our goals and what we wanted to do with life to where did it come to a point in our lives where we just went, you know what, fuck it, it's time to settle down. We hadn't even completed our travel goals, and we're like, fuck it, let's settle down. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I want to have family and a kids, but I still want to travel. And you think, oh, I can travel with my partner. All of a sudden, your partner's pregnant, and you're like, shit, now I've got 9 months to travel. Shit, we
yeah.
can't do much. Let's
Well,
jam it all in. And you start to travel, but you're only traveling locally because, your partner's
you're
pregnant. You
doing
can't
the
really
doing the
travel long distance.
staycation.
You're doing the staycation type travel rather than doing your international travel or, I always wanted to be one of these backpackers. I wanted to try backpacking
Yeah.
and do a bit
Mm.
of that internationally. But it's not as forgiving as what it is in Australia. In Australia, you'll always have accommodation if you know where to look and you've got the ability to work. Now, in America, you have to have working visas. You've got to go through excruciating vet checking. And if you're not a resident, people aren't willing to really give you a job if you're backpacking. It's not like Australia where you can go out to a homestead and go, "Hey, I want a job," and they're like, "Fuck yeah, come work with us, come work on the farm." It's
Come and
it's
have
not
hay
like
bales for
that.
$10 an hour.
Exactly, it's not
Mm.
like that in America. You got to pay your taxes, all that sort of shit. In
Yeah.
Australia,
Mm.
yeah, you just got so many other opportunities and better ways of doing things. And the way Donald Trump's going at the moment, I just don't know what's sort of going on with him. I can see the play that he's doing. Like he's going for dominance and he doesn't want China or Russia or any other country being able to have dominance. But there's a point in life where you go, is this hurting my own country? Is it hurting the people? Is it hurting the tourists? Are we hurting our income for America or Australia? So we've got Anthony
Mm. Yeah.
Albanese for
Yeah.
Australia and everybody hates him. So people have started to avoid Australia because of all the shit talk that's been going on about Anthony Albanese.
Well,
And
yeah, but you as an Australian, it's almost like a tradition to hate the Prime Minister.
it is almost like a tradition. I don't think we've had in the last decade a good prime minister that has stepped foot in because they've all done the same. Um,
Oh, they're all
but
in it
that's
for the
because
money.
people are stupid because they only vote for the two party. Instead of going, let's look at the ballot paper, let's vote for Pauline Hanson, or let's vote for the agricultural people, or something like that. They just go, oh, well, we had Labor this year round. Let's vote Liberal, or vice versa. Oh, we had Liberal this time. Let's vote Labor. But instead
The
of
swinging voters, they call them
the
swinging
swinging
voters.
vote, yeah, exactly. Instead of just being normal, like, just look at what's going on and look at all the parties. It's just two-party preferred crap. But
Well, anyway, back onto the
back
topic.
on track,
Yeah.
where are some places that you've always wanted to go that you fear that you will not get to now?
I have an interest in remote little islands. I've always wanted to go to places
Yes.
like Tasmania, or like I said to you before we started recording, St. Helena Island, or like
So
Tristan da
yeah.
Cunha, any of those sort of areas that are small.
There's an
I'd
Alaskan
be.
little community that I want to
Mm,
go have a look at that you can only get to via a propeller plane. I can't remember. I was watching a documentary on it, but I can't remember what it's called. But
it's
it's
not.
like a little small.
It's not Saskatchewan, is it?
I think so. That's the one.
Hmm.
I think that's the one. And it's like
Yeah.
this small little community,
Yeah.
and it looks amazing. But they all help each other. They all, everyone's a great community. Little diner cafe thing there. Um, Everything works out well.
Mm,
Obviously, the main source of food is fish. So better love your fish.
I I can live with that. I love fish. I love
So,
seafood.
and I
Another
would guess in those cold temperatures, you would have the fresh of the freshest, like it
mm,
would be so fresh all the time.
one of the reasons I picked St. Helena specifically is because I like the whole historical colonial vibe.
Mm.
Old
Yep,
buildings, and that's probably
yep,
one of the only things I like about Sydney is it
uh,
still has some of the colonial buildings, like the
yep,
QVB. QVB in the CBD is one of my favorite buildings ever.
yeah. And it's just got a historical sort of story to it, and I love the
Yeah, it's
country
like a
towns like that as well because you go out
mm,
country and you see all the historical buildings that are still there, or the old post office that's no longer in use but's been
mm,
turned into a museum. And I sit there and wonder, why doesn't someone just make these buildings work again?
yeah,
Like, turn it into a working building, a post office or a cafe or a restaurant. You don't have to revamp the historic building itself, just revamp the inside in terms of, flooring or tables, or moving all the old shit out that is broken and tattered away, like old tables, old chairs or something, and put them in a back of storage to then put the new stuff into, so people can enjoy the building itself instead
mm.
of having cobwebs and dust all over these buildings that you're essentially letting to rot away anyway.
This is leading me to something else I read the other day. Do you remember the actor Shane Jacobson?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy
The
like
gunny
you.
die.
Yeah, Kenny.
Kenny.
He bought a pub in Victoria a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
for exactly that reason. He wanted that what I would call it a history hit,
Yep.
but then also do it up on the inside.
Yep.
What is it? It's the Dedarang Hotel in Northeast Victoria.
Oh, well, there you go. So
He
it's a
opened it.
hotel as well.
Well, Victoria and New South Wales, we call pubs hotels, even if they don't have
Ah,
rooms.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I think it's to do with the whole poker machine thing.
Yeah, okay.
Because I know you guys don't have poker machines in your pubs, do you?
I think some of them do that are licensed, but a lot of them now, due to gambling laws and restrictions and how
Mm,
tight it is, they have got rid of them. You used to be able to go to every pub in Australia and there'd be for sure a gambling machine in the corner. But now
yeah.
you've got to have a liquor gaming license. It's got to be heavy regulated. There has to be payouts, otherwise you get complained on.
Mm,
Um, and some of these machines were being rigged to just have the in-house win, so these people would be losing money consistently, or you'd get compulsive gamblers in there coming and spending their whole paycheck on it and not winning at all. So the regulator said, right, casinos are the only ones allowed to have it, or places like a TAB
mm.
or a pub that has been operating
I think
for a certain amount of time.
they're a necessary evil
Yeah,
in
yeah,
in my opinion because they help keep the cost of drinks down here. Especially if you go out happy hour, like you go any time outside of happy hour and drinks are like $8 to $15,
yep,
right? You go in happy hour, it's like $6.50 for a beer. Which sure
insane.
you'd pay a shitload less than that if you just went to the liquor store, but what's the
Well,
fun in
that's
that,
it.
you know?
What's the
But
fun? And that's the same. We spend
the
so much on shopping, and you would think, oh
mm,
yeah, you could have gone to the pub for
the other
that.
thing is the amount of money these pubs make off the pokies alone.
Mm,
Like they essentially keep the pubs running here.
yeah,
They, I
that's
mean, you
it.
go into most pubs here now are nice. They're open space, family friendly places. Sure, they're bloody gentrified, and I hate that. But
Yeah,
I can I can take my kids into the pub. That, like I said, nice wide open area. It's all modern.
yeah,
Um, not only that, but the local pub is probably sponsoring a couple of the local football teams as well because of this
yeah,
money
yeah.
that's coming in.
Coming in,
So
correct. Yep,
I think in a way they're evil, but they're a necessary evil.
yeah.
Although it
Especially
would
if
be
the money's
nice
being
to,
reinvested.
yeah, it would be nice to go into a pub that doesn't rely on them. And
Yeah,
even if even a pub that does rely on them and doesn't try and sell you on them being inside the VIP room. Because
Yeah,
let's
that's
face
it.
it, you're not going to come across any real VIPs in that room. You're not going to go
No,
in there. And there's going to be fucking Hugh Jackman in there.
they're just sitting in the
He's not.
corner.
He's not going
Exactly
to be
right.
sitting in the corner there signing autographs. Not at some back country Edinburgh pub.
Yeah, no, exactly right. Exactly right. So you got it's good and bad. It's
Mm,
yeah, double-edged sword, really, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have
All right.
another question for you before you go. Right, this is
Yes,
something I want to
indeedy.
integrate into the podcast. Right, I'm going to present you with two cartoon characters. All right,
Okay.
between Popeye and Mickey Mouse, who would you most want to fuck?
Oh, oh, Minnie Mouse for sure.
Mickey Mouse.
Nah, Minnie.
And
uh,
the rules are the cartoon, you're allowed to do anything to them, and they're allowed to do anything to you as well.
oh, anything? Oh, in that case, I'll choose Popeye. I'll just tie him to the bed and go out fishing. Easy done.
he'd be he'd be sitting there sadly singing, "I'm Popeye the Failure Man. I'm tied up in
Eat
my
my spinach.
caravan."
I eat my cans of
He
spinach.
he went out fishing. I didn't get to finish.
Yes.
Well, anyway, I suppose we've got to give a few shout outs. We've been on air for a bit.
Yes, we
So,
have.
like I
And
mentioned,
our
go.
new time slot is only going to be 30 minutes after the next couple of months, because
Well, let's
Riverside,
let's see
it's
if things improve for us money wise. Maybe it
maybe,
won't. Maybe it won't.
maybe it won't. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one or two.
even though we're splitting costs, it is still very expensive to run this podcast. It's still costing us upwards of
Mm.
$60 a month to run. So that's why we always mention
It's $40. $40 a month. Yeah.
$40 a month to run. And that's why we always mention jump on to On Track Meals to
Hmm.
grab yourself a great hearty meal, and use the promo code in the zone 10, all
And
in
seriously,
capital.
even if you only want to go on there and order one thing, you can go on there and order one meal, and it's what is it, $9.99 for the meal?
$9.99
Mm.
for a meal. You can just order one thing
That's a
and then you
single.
just pay shipping on that.
How often does it cost you less than $10 to go on a lunch break if you're not going to bring
Exactly
your own
right.
food?
Like
Yeah.
if you have to go to the service station, you're going to
Mm.
spend at least $8-9 anyway buying a pie and a drink. If
And
not, you're going to
that's
spend
not
more than that,
quality
probably
food.
12, and it's not even quality.
You get
Whereas
quality.
on track meals, you get quality. Yes, you
Hmm.
don't get the drink, but you can if you want, because they provide Milo or some other form of drinks. Don't they? There's a few different
No,
options. They
they
give you
provide
coffee, tea.
Milo teas, coffees. They have a deal with Dog and Gun Coffee, which is really good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is really good. So
And
jump onto On Track Meals as well and have a
how
look at
often at the
all their
servo
meals.
are you going to get 10% off your meal?
Yeah, exactly right. How
You're
often do
not.
you walk
You're
in a
not. You
server
never
and they
will.
go, "You never will. You never will." You'll get some special deals every now and again, but the consistency is never there.
Even
Jump
then,
onto
it's
On Track. Oh, even then, it's still
still
low
cheaper to go
quality.
to the supermarket and it's ship
Exactly.
food. So,
Now,
hmm
this is a sponsor that we do have a deal with. However, we only profit if you go and use the code word in the zone 10 at the checkout. And even then, it's only a small little commission that we make based on
and
what your order is. And you're
we
also getting
use it.
quality. We
We
use it.
use it.
We
I mean,
use the products.
Swagman goes out camping. That's the entire reason his name's Swagman.
That's
Um,
swag, man. That's the entire reason.
hmm When you go out camping, you use that shit all the time with your gold prospecting,
Gold
which we got to
prospecting
talk
is,
about more of. We got to talk about that more. Um,
yes,
and I'm a
next
bus
week's
driver,
episode.
so I can never rely on my meal break being near
A
any sort
service
of
station.
restaurant or a servo or anything like that to get food.
Cafe.
So,
You could be 3 hours out of town. Where are you going to find a cafe 3 hours out of town?
or even so,
So
if I take my own food, I've got no means of refrigerating it. So
exactly right.
you want to take something that's going to keep well in the meal bag
Yeah.
because
And I can confirm On Track Meals can handle the most harshest of environments. I've been out way out in the outback into station farms.
Mm, mm.
I was down in a little cottage in the outback that was all rusted and taken away by the weather conditions, and all you would see is emus and foxes. Bye bye, and bye bye. And all you would see is literally landscape upon landscape. You're talking of
Mm.
temperatures of 45 plus, and these meals are just sit in the back of your camper van or your camper truck, and yeah, they were fine. All I did was add a little bit of water,
Mm-hmm.
10, 15 minutes, bang, had my meal ready.
But not only
And
that, if it's a particularly hot day, like you just said, you don't have to cook it. You don't have to heat it up. The
exactly,
food's already cooked.
it's already cooked. You can just eat it from the bag
Just
if you
eat it
really
straight
wanted
out of the
to.
bag if it's that hot.
Yep, yep. You can have whatever variety you like.
Mm-hmm.
So on track meals in the zone 10 at the checkout to receive your 10% discount.
I was thinking I might save up a little bit and then do a promotion
Yeah.
in a couple of weeks' time.
Yep.
Maybe get one of those 3-day buckets like we got last time.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. We'll do a big promo on it.
Run another raffle or something through the Facebook page.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome. Let's do that.
would be
And
pretty
then
cool.
we'll, yeah, so for those that don't know, we do have a Facebook page. It was essentially used just for traffic control, but we have since decided to change the name, which I did have to get rid of a few different people there because they all complained about it. And I thought, if you're going to complain, then you may as well leave. We have nearly 7,000 members. Losing a few 20, 30 here and there, it's not really going to hurt us.
That's it.
6.9 thousand members we've got. AI has been enabled. The Facebook page is Shonky Traffic Controllers and Community. So yes, there
Emphasis
is
on the
still
and community.
yes, and community, meaning
Yeah.
you're going to get news articles or promos or giveaways, and this way you will find potential spam. This way you will find good information on there, not just relating to shonky traffic control stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's right. Anyway, that being said, let us go and get on with our afternoons. And
Yes.
we will let these people go on and get on with their Friday mornings because that's when the system go up. Take it easy. It's been nice
All
to hear
right.
from you.
Take it easy,
And-
guys. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you on the next episode of Chill Zone.
Everybody else, enjoy your weekend because it's going to be Friday.
Yes.
All right.